Hi everyone, I'm Ange. Welcome to your Hatha flow. We're going to build a lot of heat today in the body, coming from our core. If you have 2 blocks, cans, books that are the same height, grab them and keep them on hand. And then when you're ready, make your way onto your back. So we'll start in Shavasana. So you can take the legs wide. Settle in, relax your body, and bring the eyes to close. Take a moment to check in with how your body's doing, what your energy levels are like. And then turn your attention to your breath. Start to breathe consciously, really lengthening and deepening your breath cycles. Breathing into your belly. You can place your hands there so that you can feel the movement in your belly as you breathe. Already here, building the connection to our core, our inner fire. The belly expands on your inhale. And you gently draw navel back to spine as you exhale. Two more deep breaths here. Slowly release, exhale. One more. And gently drawing navel back to spine. Bend your knees. Draw the knees into the chest for a moment. Give yourself a squeeze. And then interlace the hands around your head. Extend the legs up to the ceiling. Inhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders away from the mat. As you exhale, start to lower that right leg to hover. Moving slowly, keep pulling the belly down, that lower and middle back cemented to your mat. And then inhale, float the right leg up, lift the hips. And then exhale, slowly lower the left. Keep the lower back and middle back pushing into the mat. Inhale, lift the left leg up, lift the hips, and then exhale, slowly lower both legs down. If you feel the lower back lifting away, stop, pause, pull the belly in, and inhale, lift the legs up. We keep going. Exhale, lower the right leg. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Lift the hips for a moment, and then exhale, lower the left leg to hover. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Lift the hips. Exhale, lower both legs towards the ground, keeping the lower back, middle back pushing down. Pull the belly in. Inhale, lift the legs up. One more time. Exhale, start to lower that right leg to hover. The slower you move, the harder you work into the core. Inhale, lift the right leg up, lift the hips, and then exhale, slowly lower that left leg. Inhale, lift up, lift the hips, and then exhale, slowly lower the legs together. Pull that core in. Inhale, lift the legs up, lift the hips, and draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Plant the soles of your feet flat on the mat, hip-width distance apart. Maybe you graze your heels with your hands. Hands firmly down into the mat at your sides. Tuck your tailbone, lift the hips up for bridge pose. Maybe you work the shoulder blades together, broadening the chest a little more. And then push down into the feet. Engage the glutes, and there's a slight tucking action of your tailbone to broaden the lower back. The belly is soft. And as you push down into the feet, lifting the hips up, you're also sending the chest towards your chin. Keep the knees in line with your hips. Feel that heat build in your legs. Take one more breath in here. As you exhale, release the shoulder blades. Release the upper, middle, lower back and tailbone down to the mat. Find constructive rest pose. Feet to the edges of the mat, knees fall into touch. Placing the hands, one on your belly, one on your heart. Slow the breath down. Notice the heart maybe beating a little faster. And then gently draw the knees into your chest. Take the hands to the creases of your knees and start to rock and roll to a seat. Really massaging the spine here. And then plant your feet. Lift your hips away from the ground. Take your hands forward and find your forward fold. So you can take the feet to hip width distance apart, a nice bend in the knees. Grab opposite elbows and hang heavy in your ragdoll. Just draping the upper body over the legs. Release the hand, bend the knees a lot, tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly in and slowly start to roll up to standing. So even the legs are working in this shape. Do a nice juicy shoulder loop when you get to the top and find your mountain pose. So you can close your eyes for a moment here. Really feel all four corners of your feet push down into your mat. Draw the muscles on your legs up towards the hips so the legs are nice and active. There's a slight tuck of the tailbone. Glutes are engaged, lower belly in, and you're squeezing the shoulder blades together to broaden your chest. Inhale, high mountain. Reach the hands up, look towards your hands. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Halfway lift, hands to shins, straighten the spine, straighten the legs, really strong. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into your plank pose. Spread the fingers nice and wide here. If you need, you can lower the knees to the mat. So really push down into your toes to turn on the legs. Tuck the tailbone slightly, engage the glutes and pull the belly up and in. Breathe. Sometimes when we do challenging postures, we lose our breath. So then just back off ever so slightly, find the breath. Find a little bit of ease in the challenge. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower to your belly. Use your knees if you need to. Push into the tops of the feet to lift the knees up. Gently push the pubic bone into the mat. Pull the belly in and peel the chest up for cobra pose. Squeeze the elbows together. Look slightly forward of your mat. Stay here and breathe. Really working into the back line of your body. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release. Pull the belly in. Inhale through tabletop or plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up. Bend the knees if you need to. Your hands are shoulder width or wider. Push down into the hands. If your heels are lifted, you're still energetically pushing them down towards the mat. And don't straighten your legs if you start to round into your spine. You really want to have a nice straight spine. So bend the knees, lift the hips up, lengthen the lower back. Breathe deeply into your belly. Can you feel the heat build around the shoulders? Inhale, reach the right leg up to the sky, toes point down. Exhale, rock forward, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Take the knee across your body. Inhale, three-legged dog, reach that right leg up. Exhale, knee to right elbow, rock forward, squeeze. Inhale, take the foot up. Exhale, knee into your chest. Stay for the inhale, lift the hips a little higher. Exhale, plant the foot between your hands, low lunge. You might need to help it there, that's fine. Get nice and strong in your low lunge. It's a simple movement, but there's a lot going on here. So really active in this back leg. You're pushing down into the right foot so that you feel the hamstring turn on, and take your hand there and feel it. You're pushing down into your fingertips, so even the arms are active. And then notice what's happening with your belly. Can you pull it in? Engage your glutes. Bend into that left knee, straighten your right leg for a moment. And then crawl forwards into your supported warrior three. So that's quite a nice movement just to launch you into your pose. And so here you want a straight back, so a halfway lift. If you have your blocks or your cans and you're struggling to reach the ground, then that's fine. And this might also allow you to straighten that right leg a little more. Drive the left heel up, using the strength in the glute and the hamstring. And then pull the belly in. The shoulders move away from your ears. Take an inhale here. Exhale, Shiva squat. Left knee tucks behind right as you bend that right knee. Inhale, standing splits. Reach that left leg back up to the sky, but this time fold over your legs. Again, you've got your blocks here if you need them. Otherwise, take a bend into your standing leg. Relax your head. Find your breath and keep working this left heel up to the sky. I know it's strong. Take an inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot meets right. Relax the torso over your legs. Okay, connect back to your conscious breath. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to shins, strong legs. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank. Stay for the inhale, get strong in the body. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Push into the tops of the feet. Cobra, inhale. Exhale, release. Pull the belly in, tabletop inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment to reset. Connect back to your breath. Left leg rises on the inhale. Exhale, rock forward, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Exhale, rock forwards. Inhale, lift that left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, squeeze. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, hug the knee into your chest. Stay for the inhale. And then exhale, plant the foot between your hands. Low lunge. So find your stance. Come onto your fingertips or your blocks. And then get strong in that back leg. So really push down into the right toes. Drive this left foot into the mat so much so that you feel the left hamstring turn on. Pull your belly in. And find a little more ease in your breath. Even your arms are active here. Start to bend into that right leg. And then launch forward onto your left leg into your supported warrior three. Again, grab your blocks if you need them. You can even just bend the knee to get your hands down. Try and keep the spine nice and long here. Drive the right heel up. The right toes are flexed down. Pull your lower belly in. And just draw the shoulders away from your ears. Take an inhale here. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee tucks behind left. Bend into that left knee. Inhale, standing splits. We hold the shape. So this time the torso relaxes over the left leg. The right leg still working really hard as you drive that heel up to the ceiling. Can you find your breath? Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot meets left. Take a moment. Let that go. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank. Take an inhale in plank, get strong in the body. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Cobra on the inhale. Exhale, release. Tabletop inhale. This time, child's pose. Exhale. Knees wide, toes touch. Sit the hips on the heels and then reach the hands forward, placing the forehead down on your mat. Feel the belly expand between your thighs on your inhale. And gently draw navel to spine as you exhale. Start to walk the hands towards your knees. Come into your tabletop position. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. All right. Take your right leg back, left hand forwards. Flex your right toes towards the mat. The right leg is strong and active. And then draw the lower belly in. Push down into the right hand and that left knee. And breathe here. Such a great pose to improve our balance and our coordination, as well as our strength. Take an inhale here. Release the left hand only. Bring the right foot down onto the ball of the foot. And then swing your left leg out to the side so that the left knee and ankle are in line. And plant your right foot flat. Find supported side plank. So really ground that whole right foot down. Draw the belly in. The right leg is active and you're pushing down into the left hand at the same time as reaching up through the right. Breathe deeply here. Float your right leg away from the mat for a half moon variation. Flex through your right toes. This right leg is nice and active. You can feel the whole right side turn on. One more breath in here. Exhale, come back to tabletop. We move through a round of cat-cow just to reset. Inhale, release the belly, gaze forward. Exhale, round for cat. Push the mat away from you, draw the belly in. Relax chin to chest. And then come back to a neutral tabletop. This time, extend your right hand forward, the left leg back. Flex your toes down towards the mat. Make sure this left leg is nice and active, and then pull the lower belly in to support the lower back. Breathe. Embrace the wobbles. Keep all the muscles firing. But can you find some ease in your breath? Take an inhale here. Exhale, release the right hand down. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Swing your right leg out to the side and then plant that left foot flat for supported side plank. And then really plant the whole sole of this foot flat. Turn this leg on as you ground down through the outer edge of the left foot. Really reach up through the left fingertips. Draw the lower belly in. You can stay here, otherwise find that half moon variation. Flex through your left foot, draw the belly in, and you'll feel this whole side working. Maybe you're shaking a little. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release everything to the mat. Move through one round of cat-cow. Inhale, release the belly, gaze forward. Exhale, round. Tuck your toes under, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. A moment to reset. Inhale, sweep your right leg up to the sky, three-leg dog. Exhale, draw the knee into your chest, hold. Stay for the inhale as you squeeze the knee in, lift the hips a little higher. Exhale, plant the foot between your hands, low lunge. Plant that left hand firmly down into the mat. Inhale, sweep your right arm up, easy twist. Stay here and breathe as you roll the wrist out a few times in one direction and a few times in the other. Inhale here. As you exhale, start to roll onto the side of your left foot. Step that right foot back, find side plank. If you need some extra support, you can keep the right foot in the middle of your mat planted firmly down, but really push down through your left hand and foot to lift the hips up. Find your breath. Really working into the muscles in the side of our core. Bend your right knee. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, step the right foot between your hand, low lunge. Keep your feet on opposite train tracks. A little bend to the back knee. Pull the core in. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lift the torso up, fly the hands back, airplane lunge. So you're really strong on this back leg now. Pull the belly in, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Find your breath. Inhale, reach the hands forward. And then exhale, launch into your airplane pose. So take your hands behind you. Flex your left toes down to square the hips off. Draw that belly in. And you're really lifting this left leg using the strength in your glutes. Squeeze the shoulder blades together to get that cobra action in your chest. And again, if you need to, the hands can come down to the mat and you can take that supported warrior 3 we did earlier. Whoop. If you wobble and fall out, that's fine. Just get back in. Take an inhale here. Exhale, Shiva squat. Hands find the mat. Tuck that left knee behind right. Inhale, start to straighten that left leg, finding your supported warrior 3. And then open the hips up to your left side, stacking them on top of one another. Again, you've got your blocks here if you need them. Use them. So just stay with this action. And then maybe you start to float this left hand up towards the ceiling for full half moon. That left leg is active. The foot is flexed. You're pulling your belly in and the standing leg is strong. Take an inhale here. Exhale back to Shiva squat. Release the hands. Inhale, standing splits. Relax the head. Exhale, forward fold. Let that all go. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank. Take an inhale in plank, this time downward facing dog. Reset in the shape. Connect back to your conscious breath. Slowing everything down. Notice the difference between your two sides. Inhale, sweep the left leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, rock forward, hug the knee into your chest. Stay for the inhale, squeeze it in a little more, lift the hips up, and then exhale, plant the foot between the hands, low lunge. Right hand flat, inhale, easy twist. Reach that left hand up. Stay here and breathe as you roll the wrist out a few times in one direction and a few times in the other. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, start to roll onto the outer edge of that right foot this time, and either bringing that left foot to the center of your mat for extra support, or maybe you find side plank today. Ground firmly down into the right hand and right foot, lifting the hips up, really working into the obliques. This is a challenging pose. Inhale, draw that left knee up towards your chest. As you exhale, find low lunge. Step the left foot between your hands. Make sure you're on opposite chain tracks. Stay for the inhale. As you exhale, lift the torso up, fly the hands back, airplane lunge. So really squeeze the shoulder blades together. You know where we're going. So turn those muscles on, pull the lower belly in. Inhale, reach your hands forward. And then exhale, launch into your airplane pose. Flex your right toes down towards the mat to keep the hips square, but still lift that right heel up using the strength in your glute and hamstring. Draw the lower belly in, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And again, if you need, you can take your hands to the mat for supported warrior 3. If you wobble and fall out, just get back in. Take an inhale here. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, supported warrior 3. Again, if you used blocks on the other side, grab them. And first start to open the hips up towards the right side, stacking them on top of one another. Get that right leg nice and active, foot is flexed. And then, if you want to, float that right hand up to the sky for half moon. Really strong in the standing leg, strong in the core and lifted leg. A lot of energy reaching up. Breathe. And know this is strong. Stay with me. One more inhale. Exhale. Whoop, Shiva squat. Standing splits. Inhale, relax the head. Exhale, forward fold. Let that go. Bring a little bend into the knees. Release the lower back. And just slow everything down. Inhale for chair pose, sit the hips low, reach your hands up. Make sure you can see your toes. The knees are squeezing together, the inner thighs and the glutes, and you're pulling the belly in and up. Your hands are reaching out to the sides, or you can bring your hands to your heart if your shoulders are feeling a little sticky today. Breathe deeply. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, start to lower all the way down onto your sit bones, taking your hands forward to help you balance. Maybe you stay here for a moment, squeeze your knees around the spine, stretch that lower back out a little, and then plant your sit bones down and make your way all the way onto your back. Extend your legs long. And just take a moment here. A lot of energy and a lot of heat in the body. Feel it move all around. The oxygen in your blood being pumped a little more furiously around the body. Draw the right knee into your chest, give it a big squeeze, and then take the knee across your body for a supine twist. Keep both shoulders connected to the mat. Gaze towards your right hand, and breathe deeply into your belly. Allowing any of the tension from those airplane poses and back bends to be wrung out. Twists are so good for releasing any residual tension along the spine and in the body. Allowing you to completely relax. And then gently come back to center. Extend that right leg long. Draw the left knee into your chest. Give it a big squeeze. And then take the knee across your body to the right-hand side, stacking your hips. Extend that left arm out and move your gaze towards the left fingertips. Breathe deeply into your belly. Surrender to the shape. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, come back to center. Square the hips off. Draw the knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Feel that lower back. Maybe you push it into the mat. Roll from side to side, giving it a little massage. And then place your feet down. Take them as wide as the mat. Let the knees fall into touch. Right hand to your belly, left hand to your heart. A moment here in constructive rest. And then gently draw the knees into your chest. Roll onto any side. And push yourself up into a seat. A comfortable seat of your choice. You can sit onto your blocks. And then when you get into your seat, close your eyes. Place your hands onto your knees or thighs. Keep the length in your spine by grounding the sit bones down and reaching up through the crown of your head. Check in with your body. Notice how it feels, how your energy levels are. Is there a difference between when you started the practice and now? Notice those. Come back to your breath. Let it return back to its natural rhythm. And let your mind just observe its movements as it carries oxygen into your body, energy, life force, and releases carbon dioxide and things that you no longer need, those impurities. Notice your jaw. Wiggle it from side to side. Yawn. Just releasing any tension there. Bring your hands to your heart, thumbs pushing against your sternum. Take an inhale into your heart space. As you exhale, bow your head to your hands, sealing your practice in. The mind honoring the wisdom of your heart. Thank you for letting me guide you through your practice. Namaste.